Happy day students, welcome to San Academy Pallikaranai, Class 6 Mathematics. Our chapter 24 is bar graphs. So we know we can represent a data in the form of a chart, tables, graphs. Yes. So in the previous chapters we have learned how to represent the data using tally mark and using the pictures. Using the pictures, if you represent the data, it is called as pictograph. So these things we have learnt already. So now let us see what is meant by bar graph and how to represent the data using bar graph. A bar graph is a pictorial representation of numerical data in the form of rectangles, or even you can say that as a bars of equal width and varying heights. So you will draw the rectangles or bars. Everything should be of equal width, but height may vary according to the values or according to the data given to us. So in class 6 we are not going to draw the bar graph in a graph sheet. So the graph will be given, just you will be learning how to read and interpret the bar graph and how you will answer the question for the given bar graph. So these are the things we are going to learn in class 6. In class 6 we are not going to draw the bar graph in the graph sheet. So you all know this is a graph sheet. Okay, now let us see what are the information given in this bar graph. Is the number of children involved in different activities. So as you know, the horizontal line is the x-axis and the vertical line is our y-axis. So in the horizontal line, in the x-axis, they have given various activities like dance, music, art, cricket and football. In y-axis they have given number of children, so number of children involved in all those activities. And you can see here they have uniformly skipped the numbers, like so the right corner is 0, so the left corner, the beginning is 0. So they have uniformly skipped the numbers. You cannot skip as you wish. You should have a uniform skipping, or means you can even say the scaling of a axis. Okay, they have taken one scale as equal to 10 units. Okay, so then you have to use skipping of 10 numbers. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and we have drawn. So dance, you can see a rectangle. Yes, so and you can see all the rectangle or all the bars of equal width, and height is varied because of the numbers. So the number of children interested in dance is 30, and number of children interested in the activity music is 40. And art, since it is between 20 and 30, you should count the small lines. It is exactly after the fifth line from 20, so it is 25. Then cricket, number of children instructed is 20, and then football is 35. So again the height is in between 30 to 45, so it is 35. So these are the activities and these are the number of children interested in those activities. Now based on this graph, they will be giving a question. You have to answer it. Let us see an example. So read the bar graph carefully and answer the question. How many children are involved in dance? Yes, you can just see here how many children. It's 30. So our answer for that question is 30. Next question, what is the most favorite activity of children? So where the number of children, the quantity is more, that's the obviously it's a favorite activity. So what is that? It's music. In which activity children are least interested? So where the count is least, that's a least interested activity. So what's that? Cricket, because the count is 20. So in class 6 we are just going to learn how to read or how to see the bar graph and how to answer the question for the given bar graph. Let us see one more example. So look at the bar graph given below. So it's like the subjects and the marks scored in that particular subject. So it's a mark statement of a one single student of 4 various subjects like English, Hindi, mathematics and science. So you can see here in the x-axis the subject is taken, y-axis the marks are given, and again we have used the same skip counting of 10. So one axis, one small division is equal to 10 units. So 0, 10, 20, 30, so like that it's taken till 80. And you can see here the mark of a student in a subject English is it's 40, and Hindi is 55. And because it is between 50 to 60, it is 55, and mathematics it is 70, and science it is again 25. So these are the marks of a individual student in an examination. Now based on this graph they have given you few questions. What information does the bar graph give? So we have seen a bar graph, right? So what is the information does this gives? So it gives a mark statement of a particular student in 4 different subjects. Yes. In which subject is the students need improvement? In which subject the student got the least mark? So let us look at the bar graph and we will find in which subject the student got the least mark. So it's science, because the mark scored by the student in science is 25, as the remaining 3 subjects he got more than 25. Let us move to the next question. In which subject is the student best? So best means obviously he would have scored more marks. Let us again go back to the graph quickly and let us see in which subject the student got more mark. So it's very good. He got more mark in mathematics and it is 70. Let us see the final question. In which subject did he get more than 40 mark? So what are the subject he got for more than 40 marks? So science is 25. Obviously it is not there. So more than 40 is Hindi, English and mathematics. In this subject he got more than 40 marks. Yes, more than 40. So Hindi and mathematics, because in English he got exactly 40. So more than 40 he got in 2 subjects, that is Hindi and mathematics. Next we will see one more example. So given below is the bar graph showing the number of scooters produced in a factory during the first 5 months of a year. So January, February, March, April and May. And you can see here in x-axis we have taken the month and y-axis the number of scooters produced, and they have taken a scale like 100. So 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So as I told, if the line is in between you should take it as 1. In the previous bar graph I told if it is between 50 and 60 means the count each line as 51, 52, 53. So but here you cannot do like that, because it is taken as 0, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Then each one is equal to 20. Each one single line is equal to 20 units. So 0 to 100 you will have 10 lines. So after 0 the next line should be counted as 20. The next 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay. So before we have taken as 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it has to be taken as 0, 10, sorry not 10, 20, 40, 60. Okay. So based on this information we should answer the question. You can see in the month of January how many scooters are produced? 500. February they have produced 1100, and in the month of March they have produced 800, and in the month of April they have produced, so it is between 900 to 1000, so it is 960, and in the month of May they have produced 1460. So these are the information we can able to gather from this graph. Now let us see the questions what is given based on this bar graph. How many scooters were produced in the month of March? Can we go back to the graph? Of course. It is 800. Very good. So now let us see the second question. What was the increase in production in February over the production in January? So already we saw in the month of January there was 500 scooter produced, and then in the month of February 1100 scooter were produced. If you want to find the increase in production in between the month January and February means just subtract and see, the answer is 600. Next, what was the decrease in production in March in comparison to the production in February? Because they have produced more number of scooter in February compared to March. So there is a fall of production. Right? In February they have produced more number of scooters than in March. Because in February we have 1100 scooter, March we have only 800. What is the fall of production? Means how much scooter they have reduced the production in the month of March. So again we have to subtract it. It is 1100 minus 800 is 300. In which month was the production minimum and what was it? So in the month of January only we have the very least production, and it is the production in the month is January is 500. Okay. So this is how we should see the bar graph, and we should read the bar graph, and we have to answer the questions. So that's all about the chapter 24 bar graph. Thank you so much. We have completed our chapter 24.